All right, thanks, Ross. A man now in serious condition after an officer-involved shooting in Park City. This happened at an RV dealership on the southwest corner of 85th Street North and 135 there. The Central County Sheriff says this all started when a mother called 911 saying her son was at her house. The suspect in a domestic violence incident the night before. When Valley Center police arrived, he was gone, but then in Park City, investigators say he led officers on a short chase. Shots were fired. He was hit in the arm while trying to hide at the dealership. Since the shooting involved Mays and Park City Police and the Central County Sheriff's deputies, Wichita Police will now lead that investigation.